Welcome to my video, which is explaining the pedal steel guitar. So pedal steel guitar is one of those mysterious instruments where you've often heard but you've never known what it is or you've wanted to know more about it. So at the end of most gigs I do, I have a whole bunch of people that come up to me and say, what is that thing? What's it called? I get anything from, is that a sitar? And by sitar, they don't mean the Indian instrument. They mean a guitar that you sit down at. And I politely say, no, it's not a sitar. And other people think it's like a keyboard that you're playing on your lap. It's actually a pedal steel guitar. And it came about in the 40s. And it kind of used the Hawaiian lap steel guitar as its foundation. And they were just limited with what they could do on that guitar. And that's why they developed the steel guitar. I thought I'd put together a video to explain it to the world, so they actually have a better idea of how it functions. So we have two necks. We have the E9 neck and we have the C6 neck. And I'll be honest with you, the E9 neck is a breadwinner. That's where you get most of your cash from. Which is kind of like country. You can do some western swing on it and some jazz, but it's kind of like the country, the pop, rock if you use it in that as well. And a pedal steel guitar, when they added pedals and knee levers, which is what I'm going to explain in this video, opened up a whole new world of different harmonies, voicings, chords, techniques. And that's the exciting thing about the steel guitar. So pretty much one of the main things that separates it from regular guitar is used finger picks. So you have usually a metallic finger pick on your index and middle finger. And you also have a thumb pick, so quite often they're plastic. I've got a plastic one here. And that gives you a really nice kind of bright metallic sound in order to cut through in the mix. So have a listen to this. Now, if I take off my picks and I do that, you will notice the difference. Have a listen to this. So yes, it sounds warmer, but it's going to get really, really kind of like in the mix of a song. It's not going to stand out, and that's what the steel is there to do. It's not there to play all the time. It's just there to kind of be the icing on the cake, and when it does play, it really wants to stand out. Now, the next thing, which is different to a regular guitar, is you use a tone bar or a steel, and that's how you get the name steel guitar or pedal steel guitar, if you're using the pedals and knee levers and that kind of thing. So with the bar or the steel, what you do is you kind of just like, you do a gentle vibrato like that. And if you want more intensity within the sound, you can speed it up. So here's an example for you, like. So you actually have a lot of expression within just your slide. Okay, now let's move on to why it's called the pedal steel guitar. So it's not called that for no reason. Pretty much, we have 8 pedals. We're going to look at the first 3 pedals today, the A, B, and C. Now, if you look at how they work, by just pushing them down, they either raise the string by a half tone or a full tone. Now, you can push down any number of pedals at any time and they will pull the string with a simple pulley system up, usually sometimes down. The beautiful thing about that, and this is how the pedal steel came about, is that within one position you can play such a wide array of chords. So just to start off with, here we have your open E major chord. And then by putting down our A and B pedal, we can play our chord 4, which is a B. An A. Who's this guy? And then by putting down our B pedal and my E lever, and we're going to get into the levers in a tick, we get the 5-7. B7, and then we go back to E7. Now, we can also do many other chords, such as if I put down my A pedal, we get chord 6, which is C sharp minor in E major. So to E. And then we can also get F sharp minor if we put down pedals B and C. So that sounds so cool, but I'm not really doing much there. Just putting down those pedals and releasing them. We can also do a whole, and if we go up to the top here, to the octave, we can go get some great suspensions, and over the top of a 6 minor chord, we can do beautiful stuff like. So that's just going from 6 to 4. It's very straightforward harmonically, but it sounds really cool when it's steel. Now, one thing I'll tell you before we move on to the knee levers is with these pedals, the really beautiful thing with them is you can squeeze them. So the pedal steel is like the journey from one note to the other. It's not about when you get there, it's about that transition. So have a listen here. We're just going to go from E to A. If I go, yeah, it sounds cool, but it could be a regular guitar. But have a listen to this. This is why the steel is so, magical. And that's its point of difference. Okay, so moving on to the knee levers. So if you look underneath the guitar, I've got 8 knee levers set up on this guitar. So we've got vertical knee levers, and we've also got horizontal knee levers. So the beautiful thing about this guitar is just by playing in one position, everything's going to be in E for just to make things simple. We can go from E to A, and with the addition of my vertical lever, we go to A minor, 4 minor. I'm not changing anything, just there. Now, the other beautiful things you can do with the levers, which raise and lower the pitch of the strings by either a semitone or tone, we can do really cool stuff like this. Lever, or we can go not using any pedals there at all. So the levers are just another way to utilize your limbs, your 2 legs, in order to raise or lower the pitch of the string. So there's one other part of the instrument which I should tell you about too, and you use a swell pedal. So if you look at my right foot, we have, so that swell pedal is pretty much like the voice of the pedal steel. Without that, it's not a pedal steel. Everything would sound like, which doesn't sound bad, but but with the swell pedal, there we go. That's pretty much the main elements of the pedal steel guitar that make it different to a regular guitar. But people are like, how does it pack away? So right now it just looks like a piano, like it doesn't pack away. But it's actually really easy to pack away. Everything comes undone, the legs come undone, the pedals come off, the pedal rods come off, and you fold up the knee levers into the guitar. So pretty much, I would say the pedal steel is the most expressive, beautiful, romantic instrument out there where you can convey any emotion. It can be extremely hard to convey that emotion, like working out what you want to do. But if you know what you want to do and you know how your feet are all working, people often think you're doing a bit of a dance because you're jumbling around so much like that. But you're not. You're just trying to get everything to work smoothly and together. If you get it all working, it's a really, really beautiful sound. So I'm just going to play a couple of little things just to send you out, but thanks so much for watching the video, and hope to see you all soon. Thank you.